Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with Whitey? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Hanish, Raymundo Diosis. This is Ringside with Raymundo. Raymundo. It's like Sábado Gigante.
I like it.
Could you do like a Sábado Gigante type show every week for us? Can you get underage kids to do the Macarena for 27 minutes and all sorts of...
I'm actually quite pocho. Pocho means Americanized. So the
you
most,
don't know Sábado Gigante?
I know Gigante, but the most I can do, is I'm quite limited. I don't know.
I love that show. Love that show.
Yeah, it's a great
I'm
show.
just trying
Great
to. I'm attempting to ingratiate myself to our Hispanic crowd, who are like, nobody watches that show. Really? Why is it on for 6 hours? I digress. Welcome to Ringside with Raymundo. First and foremost, go to Fight Net Radio on Facebook. That is our home where we post the bulk of our content. Of course, if you cannot find it, just type in Fight Net Radio. That'll bring up our homepage. It'll also bring up our Facebook page. You can't miss us. We are the number one platform on Facebook. I wouldn't say we're the number one podcast. That will be a lie. Shout out to The Boxing Show, who are followers of ours. So shout out to those guys. First and foremost, right on our Facebook page, from our newest individual, Raymundo, just as a shout out for our new guy, right?
Sure.
Let's give a little love to the Migster. So we now have Fight Fiend Miggs, who is our roving reporter in Las Vegas, who went out and covered the TMT promotion on Thursday night for their weigh-in. Check him out on Instagram at Fight Fiend Miggs, but you can go watch the whole weigh-ins. I don't know what he went and shot it because, so you know this already, right? So when you're new in the business and you get somebody who's getting you credentials, you feel beholden to them. I literally had to show him the numbers, and I said, on my worst day, I can hit these numbers. On my worst day, I can get you into these fights. I said, bro, I can do more for you. Like, at least I'll be talking about you. I said, I can't even figure out what the end game is. Like, this guy had a setup with a website and like a YouTube page. The guy who was working for him, like, I don't get it. I don't get what he's getting you. You're not getting front row service. I said, with a couple of the promotions, because of our relationships, I said, I can get you pretty decent access. I mean, now I think I've got the Magna Media thing, under control. So we have the weigh-ins. If you want to go see the TMT weigh-in, like, I thought it was cute, so I put it up for him. All right? I got to be honest.
Good. That's
Nobody
good. Good
cares
job.
about weigh-ins. Come on. We're sending out our shooter. We're sending out our shooter Luis to go cover tonight's Thompson boxing. He's on top of it, so we'll have some great shots. I'll probably send those out to the entire media wire because he is a great shooter. No disrespect to the producer / talent. Like, you're the only person paid in this process. Like, you're the only one under contract, Raymundo.
Well, hopefully he does a good job. He can go ahead and have my spot on the canvas for the night. I live just down the street, literally from Ontario, Thompson Boxing, where they usually are. So he can go ahead and go do a good job for us.
Yeah, right. You got out of it. Lucky you.
It will have Peter Petrov on there, who almost was in line to face Ryan Garcia. So that didn't end up happening. We can segue to Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, that's a great segue. So let's do the whole story for everybody, and then we'll take you to your press conference and the snafu of the lifetime, like my Zapruder film review of your shooting. So earlier in the week, you've been following it on Fight Net Radio. You've been following it on social media in general. The one and only Ryan Garcia, the man who thinks so much of himself, it's frightening, went on a complete meltdown. Probably should just go to videos. That would be faster. Ryan Garcia did a complete meltdown. We posted it live. And so he held a pseudo press conference on or about Monday where he, his advisor, his mom, his dad, his whole
crew.
Full crew.
His attorney.
Dude, when they said his mom called Golden Boy.
Yeah. Well, what I was telling you.
What is he, 12?
What I was telling you what it was yesterday was a professional meltdown.
No,
he had
I think I posted it correctly. I think he went full. You look at what Antonio Brown did. I think he tried to get himself out of Golden Boy and to get him to shit or get off the pot, basically.
Yeah. Well, hey, look at the end result. He signed a 5-year contract for an undisclosed amount of money, and he's going to be on the November 2nd card against Romero DUNO.
Right. So he has the meltdown. Jump ahead to Wednesday where Raymundo did his job and jumped right into the press conference. Take me through it, stalker. So you showed up. You started shooting right out of the gate, first-person shooter, and started stalking Oscar right out of the gate. Did you get a chance initially to ask him, hey, what's your beef with Andrew?
I didn't. So I went ahead and I caught De La Hoya's entrance, which was from the side of the red carpet, and then followed by Canelo. I don't know if you heard there, but I was describing Oscar as very friendly to the fans, signing autographs, except if your name is Andrew. I don't know if you caught that in the video there.
Yes.
Because of his. Okay. All right. Good. Shout out, Andrew.
Because the punchline to this is you had a beginning and an end with De La Hoya, right? And let me say it correctly and drop the H. De La Hoya. So I come off very white sometimes. It's not for a lack of effort. I can roll my R's and drop my H's. I'm white. It's inherent. Right. It makes me want to build a border wall for no apparent reason. Like people couldn't get around it anyway, right?
Right. Exactly.
The punchline would have been when you finally interview Oscar at the end of this arc. If you had just dropped, what's your beef with Oscar, even if he wasn't paying attention, just to hear him go, what? Because that's what he would have said. Like I would have, I'm sad you have a deal with Andrew going, what? Oh, nothing. Thanks. Have a good day. Right? Like that would have been the ultimate punch. Like there's, it would have been a sound drop we're doing forever.
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're on the red carpet. So tell me about you sneaking onto the red carpet, you sneaky devil.
Like I was telling you, Lee, I wasn't even supposed to be on the red carpet directly. There's a media section that's, roped off, and we're supposed to stay behind that. I just found my way onto the red carpet right during the intros, or not the intros, but the entrances of De La Hoya and Canelo. Oscar walked by, did some autographs, then went on the red carpet. Canelo did the same thing, did some autographs, went on the red carpet. just a few minutes after that, to pretty much everybody's surprise, Ryan Garcia makes his way onto the red carpet. And that's what you see in our videos that you can see on our Facebook page with FightNet Radio.
Literally the Zapruder film, and nobody's watched it because I haven't been putting media out.
Well,
okay, so you caught him as he came in, right? And this is, you were sending it fast and furious. I'm posting it. I'm not doing any of the normal magic that I do to get my stuff posted because I was out and about. You were asking me to post it for you, and I'm like, okay, I will.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I didn't tag it correctly. I didn't put it in the forums. I didn't give you a fair shake. You had good content.
I got you.
So Ryan shows up. This is the part that blows my mind. He walks over to ES News and blows Ellie verbally. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, I get a few of the guys to say hi to me. I don't get like a couple of the fighters, and it's straight over to ES News of, hey, Ellie.
Ellie gets around.
Now, the amusing part is you're on this side of the fence. At least Ellie's on this side of the fence. This is like the Zapruder film. Right here in this video, he announces and confirms that we're all goo for gaga and that we have a deal. And what he's saying at this moment, he's going to tell you all about the deal. And then right here is where you sit. This guy, dad, deal, right? You would have had all the details or at least the bullshit story. But instead, you went in a different direction. You went full stalker on the red carpet that you weren't supposed to be on, and followed him around in his gym shorts and suit jacket. What an outfit!
Yeah, I noticed that.
What is he, 12? Seriously.
Well, what I did after that, which was kind of cool, was Sergey Kovalev was standing next to me, and he jumped on his phone. And as fans were yelling for him for an autograph, he says, I go to red carpet. So he starts walking the red carpet, and I just follow right behind him. And I ended up behind Canelo, behind Oscar, behind Bernard Hopkins. And I just enjoyed myself on the red carpet for a couple of minutes. Got some video for him and yeah, it was pretty cool.
And yes, most of our Spanish, you can tell by the view count, is in Spanish for our predominantly English-speaking white-ass Lily crowd. Canelo was there, dressed like he should be, like a professional. So the rumors are circulating. Canelo put the pressure on Oscar because he's Ryan Garcia's biggest fan.
He's his stablemate, same trainer, same co-trainer. I think that had a big part in it. You don't want to upset your cash cow by not paying a fellow fighter under the same banner, under the same trainer. Can you imagine the conversations between Canelo and Ryan? He's kind of coy about just saying out loud what Canelo was telling him, but it was obvious he was getting advice from Canelo, and ultimately, the pressure was put on, and Golden Boy ponied up.
Yeah, obviously. And then everybody shows up with their ridiculous sponsor of Hennessy and half the other sponsors that Oscar has selected as his associates. You move inside for the big press conference. You didn't shoot that because there's 600 other people shooting that in real time. Good call. And if you guys want to watch the actual press conference, the actual Golden Boy feed is available. First, before we get to the last videos, what did you think of the actual press conference? I mean, was there anything enlightening? Did Sergey do his, this little puny man will get Crusher K?
He was a little interesting.
How about a white power? Did he go full white power? Build the wall? Controversial?
Well, Sergey Putin, struggled a little bit with his English, which he told the crowd.
Lies.
It's
like saying Canelo can't speak English. Look, they both speak English. They just don't speak it well, and they both understand it exceptionally well. They just prefer not to speak it.
He looked for a word to describe the bout, and a fan actually shouted out, "Excited!" And Kovalev said, "Yes, excited. I'm excited. Thank you.
So after a fight, when his brains are half beaten in, he is more eloquent than he is at a press conference. That doesn't even make rational sense to me.
Yeah, makes rational dollars. Actually, it would make more dollars if you embrace yourself to the English language. You would appeal to a bigger audience, have more content available on you, speaking in English. Just the same way Oscar did. He played himself as a Mexican American. Talked the English, talked the Spanish, and it helped him get to his stardom level.
I want to believe that secretly, when you talk to Oscar, he loses that East LA kind of ghetto-y lilt that I've grown up with all of my friends who kind of have, like, it's that half English, half Spanish. Like, I think Oscar plays it up when he's on camera way more. And I think he becomes way whiter around his way whiter friends. I just believe that.
It's playing the game. It's getting the promotional material out there. Just like O.J. Simpson, with that series. I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm O.J. So Oscar's not Mexican, he's not white, he's Oscar.
That's not true. He grew up in Montebello. He grew up in Boyle Heights. Whatever. I get
just
that
wasn't born in Mexico.
You and I both know that it's something that I talk about a great deal. Race sells fights, and nobody likes that sentence. It's about the fighters. No, it's not. When you match a Puerto Rican up with somebody who's Hispanic in New York, you're trying to start a race riot at the Barclays Center. You are, because those people pay tickets. People pay because it lets them focus their racist hate on another group through a fighter. I know nobody likes it when I say that crap, but it's very accurate. I mean, racism is gross, and it plays out the most in boxing, in my opinion, for some reason. But
is that why we see, Lee, in the crowd? We see a good 2 or 3 fights in the crowd at fights.
Right.
There you go.
But it also never explains Raider crime at their games, which I still haven't figured out. They beat up each other as the nation. Like, they're really weird. They're like a biker gang. But in boxing, who just gave you the fist bump on the way in? Who's that slick dude on the...
That's a Golden Boy affiliated
nice.
photographer.
Is that where you're getting your bad tips from?
It's not.
Okay.
But he's a cool guy.
All right.
Veteran photographer right there.
Yeah. What did you think of that? Tell me what you thought of Union Station.
Okay, let me tell you, and I'll be ending with this. So Union Station, it was pretty cool atmosphere for having a boxing event. That's what I had asked Oscar in the video that we have available on FightNet Radio Facebook. What he thought of it is beautiful, setting for something like this. I like that they kind of changed up the venues. It gets a little repetitive when it's always at the same location or the fight location. This was, as far as I know, the first boxing press conference at Union Station. Nice red carpet outside. Inside, the fans were able to view both Canelo and Kovalev and Oscar and Bernard Hopkins. So it was a nice time out there. Free food for the media. Feed them and they will come. So
all right, was it stereotypical? Tell me there was Mexican food being served.
There was Mexican food. Yes, it was awesome. And Oscar even took a picture with one of the cooks, one of the ladies, one of the vejitas sitting there. She wanted her Oscar pick and she got it. So I'll end with this, Lee. I'm going to be putting out an article, Ringside with Raymundo. I'm going to be going into that red carpet moment that I had, and I will be talking about Canelo. And go ahead and look for that, everybody. Ringside with Raymundo. And I'm going to go into everything. Not actually everything. I'm going into a specific thing about Canelo, what I noticed on the red carpet.
That he's grossly smaller than Kovalev?
In addition to that,
sure. Like he's going to be fighting up all night? Like he's walking? Is he walking with a limp? Are you giving me a hint? He's walking with a limp, isn't he?
No. You would like to press that knee issue, which probably isn't an issue anymore.
Well, yeah, he's had enough. And there it is for those of you watching the video. So I'll say this for those of you listening to the audio. Go to fightnetradio.com, get yourself onto Facebook, and check out the girth of Oscar, who just is not taking care of himself. That is obvious. That should be your story. You can check out the video from this. You can check out the video from that. Go watch the weigh-ins on TMT. We'll have photos this weekend from the Petrov fight. Lots going on, considering there's not much going on in boxing this weekend. Also, you can check out the PBC card from Bakersfield. I can't believe I said that as a real sentence. And that'll do it for this week's Ringside with Raymundo. Anything you want to add?
Fight Radio! FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee. Talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net!